Neurologic care for Ascension, Wisconsin is extremely important. It encompasses not just stroke, which is I think what most people think of when they think of neurology, but multiple sclerosis or MS, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, neuropathies. So it goes across the spectrum of diseases and conditions and overlaps with a lot of other conditions.
It's complicating the MS, it's complicating life. I don't drive that much anymore because of it. It's affected the eating. The MS in general, for 18 years, I can't complain. I have friends who've had MS for 5 years and are in a wheelchair. Can't complain, and I really do credit to Dr. Kotry, Dr. Shudden, and they listen. And they work with me. We work together on it. Sometimes I have to give in, because I can be a little stubborn. I think we all can be. But I get on those times, they're right. And so it's a give and take, but it's a healthy give and take.
Looking at Brian's case, it is a little heartbreaking. He's someone so young to have such a disease affect him so strongly and affect his life and change the course of everything.
When Dr. Mizner first told me, for some reason I wasn't all that surprised. Because they had tested me for like Lyme disease and Guillain-Barré and this other stuff. I was kind of prepared for it. It's still a, well, this sucks moment, because you don't know where it's going to go. And it's caused issues. But on the overall whole, I think so far I've been one of the lucky ones because I'm not in a wheelchair. To me, that's a win. As long as every day I stay out of a wheelchair and I can at least move decently, I'm good.
He was aggressive about seeking care and diagnosed fairly quickly and has gotten great treatment through our MS center. It is one of those stories where you see someone faced with adversity and you're really inspired by how much they've worked to take care of themselves and work to use their resources. And fortunately, we've had the resources to help him live a higher quality of life.
You just got to take it as it comes. Every day is different. That's the hardest part about it, is you can try to plan, but it just could change so fast. Anything can in life, but MS is very more of what I think it's a balancing act. And you never quite get it right, but if you get to at least the majority, it's a good day.
We're gonna work on your driving skills.
Well, I can tell you that Jamie is going home today.
Jamie is going home today.
It takes a whole team, and I think that's really been the focus of Ascension Wisconsin Neurologic Care.
It's very comforting to know that there's someone there, medically wise, that listens and cares, and you know they're actually good at what they do.
A lot of our efforts have been in improving care, particularly through stroke. Nationally, we lead Ascension Wisconsin in certain metrics. One of them is called door in, door out, but it's the timeliness of how quickly a stroke is treated and transferred to another center. So it's an important integral part of our care and how we support our community. I think Ascension Wisconsin is well positioned in the state for all of neurologic care. We've got quite a few providers always working to get more.
Good? Ready?
When you really think about it in your own life, think about having someone you love who gets memory loss, someone you love have a stroke, someone you love who has difficulty moving because of some sort of numbness or mobility issues. You kind of realize that neurologic care involves you whether you want it or not, or involves someone you love. So it's extremely important, and we're grateful to have such a robust system here and support from the foundation to be able to do what we can to expand that care, help people live better lives. In looking at Brian's case, what is his future? There's more treatments now than there ever was before to help Brian in multiple sclerosis therapies that are almost essentially curative, whereas there wasn't before. And that's what's changed in neurology as opposed to even 20, 30 years ago. There's therapies that can modify diseases in ways we've never seen before because of the advances of medicine.
The fact that you guys want to know my story as much as I can tell you and care enough, we appreciate it. Patients appreciate it. And it goes back to Ascension and you guys. Without having the trust in the doctors or the positive experience of doctors who really do care.
We're incredibly grateful to be a part of this, to enhance our neurologic services and expand what we're able to do with infusions. and treatments and therapies and working with patients to live the highest quality of life. So it means a lot to us to have the foundation and its donors to be a part of that effort to deliver higher care in our community in Wisconsin.